Hey, what's up, everybody? We got a different video today. I'm gonna be ranking these video console. I think from the looks of it, every video game console that has major one that hits the market type thing. I'm gonna tier these. I'm a video gamer. I'm sure a lot of you guys are gamers. You know, I don't even like the term gamers. We play video games, man. That's what we do. People like to play video games. I think a lot of people play video games, so the term gamer is just stupid. But anyway, let me just rank these things, man. Tell me if my rankings are stupid. But these are just my personal rankings. Okay, so to start off, the 3DO, never played a 3DO, man. So everyone I haven't played, I'm gonna just throw them in the E. But I did see a lot of like angry video game nerds, like videos on these consoles and shit. They look trash. Atari never played, never played. Atari Lynx never played. Atari Jaguar never played. Damn, man, a lot of these just never played. I never even heard of this one. A lot of these I've heard mostly because of Angry Video Game Nerd, but this one, Coleco, actually, I have heard of that. No, I heard of ColecoVision. That's the one I've heard of. Nope. Damn, man, these had to have been like in the 80s or some shit. 70s type shit. Oh, man. A lot of these, man, I ain't even engaged. Seen a video on that. DOGO. Holy moly, man. All right. Now we get into the nitty gritty. The Nintendo Wii. It was a good console. It was a good console for what it was. I'm pretty sure it was just like a Game Boy. I said a Game Boy, a GameCube. Like, you know how iPhones come out with the pluses versions and shit like that. I think this is just like a plus version of a GameCube, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'll give it a B. I think that it was a solid console for what it was, and it sold. I think it like broke records for like the way they sold and shit. 3DS. I've never played a 3DS, but it seems like a neat console. But I never played it. I said if I never played it, but um, I played some game. I may or may not have used emulators to play some 3DS games. I'm putting in it. I'll put in this. The Wii U. The Wii U got some bangers on it. Mario Kart 8. Mario Party was alright on there. Zelda was pretty good on there. I'm gonna put it. I don't want to get no flag. I'll put it in the C2, man. I was gonna put it in the B, but you know, the Switch is really convenient. Should I put the Switch in the A? I'll put it in the A because I think it's one of the best selling consoles of all time. And just the convenience factor. They were one of the first people that put like console quality like games, kind of. They take console quality games, they dumb it down a little bit, but they get it's amazing what they do with the hardware to Switch. Like the hardware to Switch is it's still going strong now. But like that thing was like when it came out, it was underpowered. The fact that it's still underpowered and still coming out with games and shit, like that's pretty cool, man. I gotta give it an A for that. All right, NES. I played the NES. NES got some good games on it. Fun fact, man, my mom was like the fucking Super Mario Bros. She knew all the secret levels and shit. I thought that was pretty cool. Cool mom moment right there. She was actually pretty good at that game. I'm gonna give it, but I know it had Ninja Turtles, Duck Hunt, missing some good games. Zelda on there, the OG. I'm gonna personally rank it a C though. Game Boy, I never played the Game Boy. I know it has a lore and shit like that, but I'm just not that old. Sorry. You know what I mean? The SNES, that has some bangers on it, man. I feel like I'm gonna put it in a B. I'm gonna put that in a B. Virtual Boy, I never played Virtual Boy. That shit look like I'm pretty sure they say it gave people headaches and seizures and shit. Crazy. Then on Nintendo 64, I remember I had a PS1 and my friend got an N64. And the PS1 was cool, no doubt. Love my PS1, one of my favorite game systems. But I couldn't play Pokemon Stadium. And my friend had Pokemon Stadium. I was so jealous of that dude, man. But I remember I played Pokemon Stadium one time and it was just he had like a little I think it was an orange, like see-through-ish type controller. Kind of looked like Charizard a little bit. Something like that. It was pretty cool. I thought that oh, and fucking GoldenEye. I remember playing GoldenEye with these neighbors I had. Oh, we just played GoldenEye. We had the four controllers and shit. It was actually pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. I'm gonna put just for that, man. I'm gonna put it in the B, man. N64 is pretty cool. Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy Color. I had a yellow one, yellow Game Boy Color. That was clutch. I'll put it in C though. If my rankings seem a little harsh, it's just because it's me personally. It's how I'm ranking these based off of how they affected me, and how I view them. Game Boy Advance. I remember playing Dragon Ball Z Legendary something or I remember playing Bull's Fury on there. I'll put that in a B. I like that. That one. That was good. Actually, I'm gonna put it in a C. I never personally owned one. I bought one from a friend. A cool friend for letting me do that. The Nintendo game. I never owned a GameCube. Never owned a Wii. Never owned a GameCube. I played a lot of both. I played Smash Bros, Mario Party. Mario Party 6 is one of my favorite Mario Parties. It's not my favorite Mario Party of all time. Mario Party 7's alright. Obviously, I swear the trains don't go by. Like there's a train that live by me. It does not go by unless I'm doing something. You know what I mean? Sorry about the noise. Goddamn Thomas the Train. I'll put it as it's an A. Nah, not to me it's not an A. I'm sure for a lot of other people, like it's an A. I'm sure some of you guys is an A. Just for me, it's just not an A. But the B's, there's nothing wrong with being a B. I'm gonna put this SNES in the C's, man. C's, this is a good category. It's just for me, it's just I've actually played these up here. I didn't really play a lot of SNES. Nintendo DS. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna put it in the D, man. I wasn't a DS person. I had a PSP though, but I didn't have a DS. The Philips CDI. Was it this or was it the 3DO? One of these consoles, like $600 or something when it came out. Like it was crazy, and the games were expensive and shit. I've never played it though. PlayStation. I put a PlayStation in the S, man. For me, we talk about Crash Bandicoot. We talk about Tekken. You know what I mean? We talk about the Spyro. I remember getting the magazines with the demo disc in it, man. Oh man, that's just for me. It's more nostalgia. This is how I'm basing that like off nostalgia. It was a great console, great console. Oh man, that was like my first console. I played a lot of these consoles, but that was my first console. Actually, no pause. I had a Genesis, so stop. I had a Genesis, but that's crazy. Even the hidden gems, Duke Nukem, Time to Kill, Armor Core, um, Tomb Raider. How the fuck get Tomb Raider, man? Me and my brother used to play. I forgot what Tomb Raider it was, man. But we would just there's this mode where you can like go in her mansion and shit, and the little her maid or whatever it was who used to walk around with a tray of teas and shit would just follow you. And me and my brother would just run around her whole mansion trying to see if he'll follow you. And he would really follow you around his whole mansion. But it was just cool. PS2, we talking about from everything from fucking we got the GTAs, man. Vice City, one of my favorite games of all time. That's my favorite GTA. San Andreas, GTA 3, obviously. You got uh Sly Cooper, you got Jack and Dexter on there too. Mad good games on there. And the greatest sports game of all time, NFL 2K, that was on there too. I remember that. Just some of the greatest video games of all time was on there. They had Gear Solid on there, Kingdom Hearts. Oh, it's really great. PS2, man, was awesome. PS2 was awesome. And it could play DVDs, man. It could play DVDs. I was one of the people who didn't really use the DVD feature that much, but when it came in, there's been sometimes, we had no cable back in the day. Sometimes, times was tough. I had a DVD player. We had to use that shit. That PS2 man came in clutch, so we didn't have to watch fucking Jerry Springer and Judge Judy all day. You know what I mean? That the PS2 man was clutch, man. PSP, I'm gonna give it a. I gotta put it in a C then. PSP was good. I always found it weird that like, the little discs and shit, but it was actually really neat because I know I gave Switch credit for this, but the PSP had a lot of console quality, kind of like PS1 games or PS2 games at best. But it was pretty cool to play Dragon Ball Z on the go, Killzone, played that on the go. They had Vice City Stories, that was pretty good. They had Dax had his own game on there. Dexter, I mean, sorry. So Dax. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Kingdom Hearts was pretty good on there. I'm actually currently playing Persona Portable on there. I'm actually playing that via emulator, of course. Don't judge me, please. But that's pretty good. PS3, oof. I'm gonna give PS3 an A. I think PS3 was a good console, man. I didn't have the fat one that was backwards compatible, but I had a PS3 after I had an Xbox 360. I ended up getting the arcade Xbox 360 back in the day because it was cheaper. You know, I ain't have no hard drive or nothing, but it was cheaper. My mom got me that. And then later in life, I traded that in, and I traded with somebody who wanted the Xbox. I wanted the PS3. We just made it happy. So I had a PS3. The PS3 was a good console. I remember I thought it was so cool. You could set your own wallpapers and shit, themes. Why can't we do that now, Sony? We used to do it on the we could do it on PS4. Why can't we do it on the PS5, man? That's crazy. It was pretty cool though. PS Vita, I've never had one. I've always wanted one, man. I heard those things are like those are underrated emulation machines. I always want one, man. PS4 is pretty good. I'm gonna give PS4 an A. PS4 is pretty good. Oh man, back to PS3. I'm sitting here glossing over PS3 like it didn't have bangers, like it didn't have Uncharted, like it didn't have The Last of Us, like it didn't have God of Wars and shit. You know, PS2 had God of Wars too. I'm sitting here glossing over PS3 like it didn't have bangers, man. Oh my god, what are we talking about? PS3 had Heat, Infamous. I remember those games too. Yeah, PS4 had bangers. PS4 had God of War. PS4 had Ghost of Tsushima. I still didn't beat that game, man. There's just something about me just stopping me from playing that game. God of War is one of the best games I played, if not the best game I've ever played in my life. God of War 2016 or 18, whenever it came out. PS4 had bangers, man. PS4 is a good system. It's still kind of going strong to this day, man. PS4 broke some records too. The SG, what's this? The Sega? This is the first Sega. Never played that. The Mega System. I said Mega Master System. Now the Master System, that's because I know in Japan they called the Genesis something else. Did they call it the Master System, or was the Master System before the Genesis? After this, I don't know. I never played that, but the Genesis, man, love me the Genesis, man. I'm gonna put the Genesis in B. And the B is not disrespectful. The B is good. I play Sonic the Hedgehogs on there. Um, Mortal Kombat, Shinobi. Play Shinobi on there. Genesis has some good memories, man. My Uncle Kevin used to beat my ass in Mortal Kombat. Me and my brother, man. He used to pick Raiden and Liu Kang. Just whoop our ass, man. But it was a good ass whooping, though. It was fun. It was fun. Game Gear, I never played it, but I heard that shit was trash. It just, oops, I'm sorry. I never played that either, but whatever. Game Gear, I heard that shit just ate batteries like a motherfucker. It's like a Saturn. I never played that. I heard this was really underrated, though. Dreamcast, never played it. Actually, I played some games on it. Via emulation, of course. Never actually. I didn't know anybody with a Dreamcast. Tap Wave, Zodiac. What the hell? Never even heard of that. Look that up. The R Zone. Never even heard of that. Game. What's it called? Game.com? Turbo Graphics. I never played that, but I heard it was a decent console. Vectrex never played that shit. Wonder Swan Color. The OG Xbox. Actually, I went back and bought one a few years ago. I sold it, but I actually bought one a few years ago. It's actually actually a really good console. Actually, I'm gonna put it here, man. They were I think it's funny. I think the GameCube was more powerful than the PS2 and the Xbox. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. The Xbox was pretty strong too. I think PS2 was the least powerful of them all, but PS2 was more versatile. Sorry. The Xbox was a good console. You had a hard drive. You could store your own music and shit. It had better graphics. I do remember that. It was a good console. Xbox was a good console. 360. I don't want to seem like a Sony fanboy and nothing. I'm gonna put the 360. I'm gonna put the 360 in A. 360 was a good console too. It's just I had a lot of good memories on that. Xbox parties and shit, man. One of the saddest things in the world, man. Is when you playing with your old Xbox gamer friend or your old gamer friend in general. It doesn't matter what system, and tell your friend, like, all right, man, I'm gonna be out later. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll play. And then you just get that friend that just never get back online. Whatever happens, life get in the way. They sell their console, they get a different console, whatever, you know. But we just got that one friend or two friends that just never get back online. And you just some dude you just met across the world, you know. It's crazy. Xbox One, I wasn't a fan of the Xbox One, but I'm not gonna shit on the console. So I'll give it that. PS5, I currently own a PS5. I will give PS5, I don't want to rank them because whatever. I'm gonna give PS5 an A right now. They finally are. It seems like for the most part we're getting done with the whole 30 frames a second shit. 30 frames should have been done within the PS4 generation and shit, but I guess with those terrible fucking processors and shit that the PS4 and Xbox One had, was impossible. But we're finally getting done with the 30 frames a second shit. We're getting high refresh rates. We're getting high quality. We're getting 4K. You know what I mean? I think PS5 so far is an A. Series X, I've never played it, but just because I have a PS5, I'm not gonna shit on Xbox. It seems like a great console, powerful console. I'm pretty sure it might be a little bit stronger than the PS5. Seems like a great console. I'm not gonna shit on it, but I've seen a lot of videos and said it's basically a PS5. So I'm gonna give it an A, man. These consoles are crazy. Whatever one you have, or even if you're lucky enough to have both, they seem like great consoles. You know what I mean? What they're capable of nowadays is pretty crazy, if you ask me. And you're not gonna find a gaming PC for the price that can do as much for the price of a PS5 or Xbox. You just can't. Like, you can't. These things going for $500. You're not gonna find a gaming PC that could 4K game and do all this crazy shit, 60 frames a second, 120 frames a second. You know what I mean? You're not gonna find that for that price. But there's my rankings. You see it. Tell me how fucked up I am. What's your favorite console? What is your favorite console of all time? What was your first console? Mine was the Sega Genesis. What was your first console? You guys have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is just something fun and just, chill, relax. Peace out. Have a good one. Till the next time.